Kasi 'di ba parang marami rin nakapasok sa atin na Chinese using tourist visas tapos nag-overstay na sila and then uh, some of them na involved into yung mga ano yan, illegal activities. How would we prevent that considering during the time kumukuha pa sila ng visa sa embassies natin? When if we do implement this e-visa, ano yung security measures that would be implemented to prevent yung mga mistakes that was committed when we were trying to get the Chinese market? So we're going back to the Chinese market. That would be the priority, not the Korean, not the Japanese. Would that be the direction that DOT would be doing?
Madam Chair, the top source market for the Philippines is South Korea, and they have breached the 1 million mark in terms of international arrivals, and they will continue to be a priority for the Philippines.
Pero kasi di ba parang based din dun sa experience, na parang when we try to get the Chinese market, may certain market segment na nawawala eh. Parang may ganong effect yung Chinese market.
To continue, Madam Chair, apart from South Korea, we are also focusing on the United States, Japan, Canada, and other top source markets. The reason why China has been included in the sphere of priorities is because precisely of these global studies that would indicate that the tourism dollars that can be brought in by the Chinese market globally are of such a staggering amount that it can assist in the recovery of economies, including that of the Philippines.
But with the current undertones that is happening between China and our country, is it prudent for us to get that market? Ano ba yun? Hindi ba magiging success? I mean, we've survived this year without the Chinese market. Correct? Na in fact, nung pumasok yung Chinese market, bumaba ata yung Korean market and the Japanese market. Nung pumasok yung, hindi na nag-number 1 yung Korea eh, na overtake na siya ng China. I mean, is that the goal? Kasi considering na meron tayong ganitong issues at the moment, wouldn't it be more prudent to just concentrate dun sa nabanggit mo nga, like Korea, US, Japan, and lalong-lalo na yung European countries kasi kung if you would have more direct flights, if malift na tong mga travel advisory sa atin, hindi ba parang mas maganda mag-concentrate dun sa ganong markets and not more on China? Kasi di ba that time you were also considering India, which is also a good market. So why not India instead of China?
We are concentrating on both India and China, Madam Chair, but for the record, China visitors have not overtaken South Korean visitors, and there's no data to support that the arrival of the Chinese in the Philippines has led to the reduction of the South Korean visitors. As a matter of fact, as of October 2, 2023, there have been 1,061,000.
Previous years, nung, before the pandemic. Hindi ba Chinese market na yung number 1? O hindi pa din?
No, Madam Chair, the number 1 source market for the Philippines, even prior to the pandemic, was still South Korea.
So during like mga 2016, 17, 18, may data ba kayo ngayon?
Our data shows that in 2019, Korea recorded 1.9 million arrivals, while China recorded 1.7 million arrivals. And at the moment, China ranks number 4 in international arrivals into the Philippines, numbering over 200,000. The focus of the Department of Tourism in trying to tap the Chinese market, apart from the global data that I have already cited, which urges tourism countries around the world to focus on the Chinese market, is also derived from the implementing program on the Memorandum of Cooperation on Tourism that was signed in January of this year during the successful state visit of the President to China, at which I personally signed the agreement. That being said, Madam Chair, in coordination with the DFA and the DICT, the e-visa system is now in the process of implementation, with one particular city having been identified where they will initially roll it out. But China is not the only market that the DOT wishes to focus on, and we are very eager to expand as well to India and have already made...
Siguro, Secretary, baka unahin na lang muna siguro natin yung India in light of our current situation. Kasi malaki din naman yung market ng India, di ba? Baka at the moment, baka mas maganda maging pilot muna yung India, considering we haven't gotten that market.
Yes.
Just review, maybe coordinate with NICA and National Security Council, kasi I would assume when you were doing the study, baka hindi pa ganun kainit yung sitwasyon. Baka we need to get feedback from our National Security Council or NICA if they really do have the capability to check itong mga i-issuehan natin ng e-visa.